This is Lara and Ares making your day with the 8th part of an article I wrote entitled Philippine History for Those Who Flunked the Subject. Part 8 is entitled The Schism Between the Catholic Church and the Aglipayan Church. Dating dahil did not exist at the time. We continue. The Philippines was governed by a theocracy, a Catholic hierarchy which governed the Spanish governors. The Cavite Mutiny in 1872 was in considerable part a Philippine religious rebellion in the pattern of the Reformation in the Northern Europe. The execution of the 3 Filipino priests, Burgos, Gomez, and Zamora, by the inhuman garrote was akin to the burning of the stake of Thomas Cranmer and Hugh Latimer in Great Britain, lighting a fire that never flickered out. Filipino priests bore arms in the army of Aguinaldo, and thus to the political and racial aspects of the conflict was added the somber note of a religious war. It resulted in a religious schism. The Philippine Independent Church was formed and numbered in the millions. It was in precarious state at birth. Father Gregorio Aglipay has been requested by the Catholic hierarchy to attempt to reconcile the Filipinos to Spanish rule. Instead, Aguinaldo converted him into being his military vicar general. Mabini himself forced the issue. When Father Aglipay called upon the Philippine clergy to support the Filipino cause, he was excommunicated. He promptly excommunicated his excommunicator, Archbishop Bernardo Nozadleda. Father Aglipay called the Philippine clergy into an ecclesiastical assembly at Paniqui, Tarlac, and on October 23, 1899, a provisional constitution of the Philippine Independent Church was drawn. More about this after these messages. This is Lara and Ares making your day with the 8th part, or part 8, of an article I wrote entitled Philippine History for Those Who Flunked the Subject. And part 8 is entitled The Schism Between the Catholic and Aglipayan Church. We continue to quote. Matters were in a poor shape, however, that Aglipay and some of the Filipino clergy took to the field to act as soldiers. The new church was in a position more precarious than the new government. On January 2, 1900, there arrived from New Orleans an apostolic delegate, Monsignor Placido Chapel. Upon arrival, he harshly declared that he would treat those opposed to the Spanish friars as enemies of religion. So far, so good. He was within established canon law. But when he declared that as an American, he would use force against the Filipino clergy to return the ousted Spanish friars to their domain, he was far off base. And the American government called him out. While not naming specifically the participants of the schism, the instructions to the Taft Commission settled the matter in short order. It declared that the separation between state and church to be real, entire, and absolute. Further, the Americans did their best to settle the religious property. William Howard Taft hauled his huge bulk to Rome in 2003 and purchased from the Vatican the ownership of 400,000 acres of extremely productive farmlands for $7 million $543,000. Later transferred them to 60,000 peasant tenants. That's the first uh, land distribution we ever had. The Americans instituted surveying and registry of land titles, but eventually, by the terms of the Spanish Treaty, all church properties seized from the Spaniards were returned to them. This is Lara Henares, making your day, saying good day, God bless you. Thank you very much for being with us. Till tomorrow then, hasta la bye-bye.